G'day, welcome back. So today we're trying to figure out if we should buy budget oil filters. As you may know, our new family car is a 2022 Mitsubishi Pajero Sport 2.4 diesel. Fantastic car, does everything that we need, but it's out of factory warranty, so I get to do all the servicing. Up until now I've used a mix of Mitsubishi and other filter brands, quality filters as far as I know, but today I'm going to figure out if the cheap and easy option from Super Cheap Auto is the way to go, or should I be splashing out on the genuine Mitsubishi filters. Super cheap, not too far down the road from me, easy to get to, order online, get a good price, that's ace. Mitsubishi, I've got to go through 3 sets of traffic lights, it's the other side of town, I don't like going over there. Parking's rubbish, so if I can avoid it, that's great. If I need to go there to save my very expensive common rail modern diesel engine, then I will. But we're going to check out what I can get from Super Cheap, see if it's any good, and see if I'm going to keep doing that. Right, so from Super Cheap Auto, you can buy these Sakura, well, not just Super Cheap, lots of places sell these Sakura filter kits. This one, it covers the Pajero Sport and the Mitsubishi Triton, the Ute. And in this box, for one convenient price, you get a fuel filter, an oil filter, a cabin filter, and an air filter. One box, about $100, really good value, but is the easy option that I can just pick up down the road the best option. But most importantly, out of that box, we're most worried about the oil filter. Is it good enough? Is it a quality filter? I don't know. That's what we're going to find out. I've used Sakura in the past, not had a problem. Our local quick oil change place, Oil Changers, they've always used Sakura filters. They're quite happy with the quality. But yeah, I'm a bit skeptical. Not skeptical, I just don't know. These filters by themselves are about $14, $14. You can get a Ryco version, which is the Syntec one with the synthetic media and the crinkle finish. These are only about $20. So at the moment, I'm buying that kit plus the Ryco flash filter. Got my box. So I want to compare these two filters, see if they're going to do the same job, which one I'm going to be happy with, and see which way we go in the future. Right, so here's my 2 easy options. We've got the Sakura, the C1028, interchangeable with Z456, and here we got the Ryco Z456 ST. ST is the Syntec one, which is the synthetic media, better filtration, quality filter. My only objection with these, well, Ryco filters in general, is typically they've always been way too expensive. These come in at around $20, which is a reasonable price for a filter. The Mitsubishi one's $37. Again, I've got no problem going to Mitsubishi. Well, I do, because I've got to drive to the other side of town. If I need to drive to Mitsubishi, I'll go there. I'll spend $37. Not the end of the world. But if I can just do a one-stop shop at Super Cheap, buy the oil, the filters, all in one go, then my life's a lot easier. Right, here's our side-by-side of these 2 filters. You can see the obvious elephant in the room. The Ryco is considerably larger than the Sakura. Is that the end of the world? Don't know. Certainly the Ryco is about the same size as the Mitsubishi filter. I remember that from last time I changed it. I'll see if we can put a clip in there. But yeah, step 1, Sakura's off to a poor start. Right, next up, where are these filters made? Well, the Sakura, as you can see, made in Indonesia. The Syntec, made in China. Right, both filters have a cellophane wrapper on the front. Both have 8 holes around the outside. The Ryco ones are considerably larger. And that's about all we can see from that. Right, the Sakura comes in at 219 grams. The Ryco comes in at 273 grams. Kind of as you'd expect, it's bigger, it's going to weigh more. Well, look inside the filter, we can't see a whole lot. We see we've got this reddish, orange-red anti-drain back valve. You see we got some stuff and some media. So you got a nice seal around the top. As for the Sakura, can't see much. Doesn't matter, we're going to chop this one open. Right, so from what we've seen so far, the Ryco Syntax certainly seems to be a better option. It's larger, it's got the synthetic media, but the only way we're really going to know is to chop them open and see if they're well made, if they got plenty of media in there, see if they're a decent filter on the inside. Now, I'm not about to chop open the Ryco because I need it to change the oil on the car, but I'll quite happily chop open the Sakura because it's surplus to requirements. But having one filter on its own, not that much use. So we're going to bring in a ringer. We're going to bring in a Wix, a WL7433, which is off a 1.8 TDCi Ford Focus. Wix, tier 1 filter manufacturer, can't really get any better than that. It's, yeah, as I say, it's a 1.8 turbo diesel engine as opposed to a 2.4 turbo diesel engine, both common rail. So this sump capacity of the Ford is about 6 litres, sump capacity of the Mitsubishi is about 7.4 litres. So this is having to filter a bit more oil, even though it's smaller. So yeah, it's a smaller filter than the Ford one, really, but more similar in size. So we can chop these open, compare them, look at the media, see how this thing's made on the inside, see if we'll be happy to use it. So far I'm not convinced, but we'll see. Miracles do happen. Filters do amaze. So let's chop them open and see what's what. Alright, so here's our two different filters. Come to pieces. Not a very useful comparison, but if we look at the top plate of the Sakura, 57 grams. Look at the top plate of the Wix, 126. So a fair bit beefier over here. This, hang on, let me get that out. This is our Wix filter. So you've got a pressure relief valve on the bottom, metal stamped steel one. Got a filter media, got an anti-drain back valve. Over here are Sakura. Again, we've got an anti-drain back valve, silicon, whatever that is. We got a pressure relief valve, and we got our media. Media on the Sakura, pretty tidy. Nicely spaced, nice crimp on the back. That looks alright. Happy with that. Our Wix, different style of filter completely. Not that matters greatly. We got nice sort of media stuck together in the middle. Yeah, that looks alright too. This probably Sakura looks slightly neater because of the way it's built. But yeah, we might just drag out the media, see how long it is. Again, not the most useful comparison, but it gives you an idea if this is a reasonable filter. On the inside it is. My only concern is the physical size. It's a lot smaller than our other options, the Mitsubishi and the Ryco. Right, one thing I missed on the Sakura, the pressure relief valve, we got this incorporated valve on there. Also got the coil spring in there. Quality setup. Yeah, that's how good filters do it. The Wix has the press steel spring. Nothing wrong with that, but this is probably a slightly nicer option, to be fair. So good on you, Sakura. Next, the media. Alright, so here's our two media side by side. We've got the Sakura on the far side, the Wix on the near side. Weighed down by a couple of pistons, obviously. So Sakura, we have a total of, big high, we'll probably stretch that out to just over 1.3 meters, or 51 and a half and 18 hogsheads inches. See ya. The Wix on the flop, it's 1.23 m, so we'll give it a stretch. I don't need to make my thing longer. Hopefully I made that long enough. We're about 1.3 1.73 meters, 68 inches on the nose. So yeah, look at that. So our conclusion, the Sakura is a well-made filter. It's got quality construction, good pressure relief, nice anti-drain back valve, solid. However, way too small. Comparing it to the outside of the Ryco, the Syntec, this is a much bigger filter, weighs a fair bit more. I'm going to say it's got a lot more media, the synthetic media. It's just going to last longer, do a better job. Whether this is up to the task if you're only doing like 7,500, 10,000 kilometre oil changes, maybe, probably. But for the sake of a couple of dollars more, I'm going to stick to the Ryco. Or if I happen to want to go to the other side of town through 3 sets of traffic lights, might pick up a Mitsubishi one. But yeah, not bad, too small. Good price for a Ryco, reasonable filter. Does it for me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here for more pointless nonsense.